Så välkommen till dagens webinar tillsammans med solelgrossisten och SoliTek. SoliTek är ju vår äldsta leverantör av solpaneler. De har vi sålt ända sedan 2017. Och de har tillsammans med Schweizer en jättebra lösning för takintegrerade solceller som heter Solrif. Och det tillsammans med lite mer allmänt om SoliTeks alla certifieringar som de har som är nödvändiga för bland annat offentliga upphandlingar kommer vi höra mer om idag ifrån Andrejs på SoliTek. So Andrejs, I just gave them an introduction in Swedish and now the word is yours.
Thank you.
And by the way, just to make it legally known, sorry Andrejs, that this webinar will be recorded. If you don't approve of this, kind of let me know through the chat. And if you have questions during the webinar, please raise them in the chat window. And now, Andrejs, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Michael, here. So now I will try to share my screen. Yeah, so our topic today is to speak about Solrif, particularly, and about the integrated systems in general. So we have here in this presentation, in this webinar, we at SoliTek, we have accumulated all our experience and what we did over the last 8 years in terms of roof integration systems. So what we can say that now it's already, before it was a niche or a smaller niche, let's say, but now it's already everyday business, what we operate, and we see that interest is growing even more and more. And yeah, that's why we are doing together with the solelgrossisten a series of trainings, both online and offline, like field trainings where you can come and try to assemble it yourself or see how it is assembled. But yeah, let's go on briefly for those or for the ones who haven't heard or don't know a lot about SoliTek. So we are a group of industrial manufacturing companies involved in different fields or working with the different products. SoliTek is a part of BOG Group. It's a company based in Lithuania, family owned. Now we have about 190, 200 employees. Started back in the days with the compact discs, then switched to the PV modules and PV cells as well. So SoliTek started actually as a cell producer. So we were one of the few cell producers in Europe back in the days. And lens department is responsible for ophthalmological lens production, individual progressive lenses. And last year we have announced already this, and later this year we are launching our own energy storage solution. So we started to produce the SoliTek battery, Nova battery it's called, yeah, which will appear on the market pretty soon in a couple of months. So all these products are produced under the same roof. Nowadays we operate 2 factories in Vilnius and have some expansion plans, but you know, this is not the topic here. Let's not spend too much time on that. Nowadays our capacity is 250 megawatts of solar panels. We started with 60, so we've been growing 4 times all over the years, and 350 megawatt hours of the batteries as well. So a little bit like small commercial video in Swedish that is very good, I think, in showing the basic idea or principle of SoliTek, who we are. So please enjoy.
Dessvärre får man, there's no sound when one is sharing through Teams, unfortunately.
Okay.
But at least there were subtitles there.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. It's a fun movie.
So our topic is the integrated system. Here you see already the example. So you can use our regular solar panel as a roof tile, or instead of the roof tile, replace a normal roofing. Yeah, so we put, how we do it, we put additional frame on the panel, or panel comes frameless at the production, and we have a special frame. So solution is partially pre-mounted, so that allows more easy, let's say, installation. We will speak about that in this session. So at the end, you can get a roof that can both generate the electricity and serve as a roofing material. So when you're going for renovation or for the new house, definitely that's an option to look at. Speaking about the frame, it comes from Switzerland, our long-term partner and Schweizer. So it's a steel company that are doing different products, including the frames for the panels, for the roof integration. From what we know, and yeah, we know it for sure now, that it's the oldest in-roof system in Europe. So now it's 25 years used on the market. About 2 gigawatts of panels are installed. So it's proven and well-developed system already. We worked with it for 8 years now and gained pretty broad experience. So here we see some process, how it's being done, the system being assembled. So we take normal frameless panel from our production. We put Solrif frame on all 4 sides of it, and then we'll have some mounting parts to use for the installation. And basically, these are like 6 or 5 to 7 major parts what we are using for the installation. Yeah, normally when we ask people, yeah, what do you think? How many parts are there? Yeah, so we receive different answers, but sometimes they say like 20 or 30 items might be needed. Yes, because normally people get used to that. It's a pretty complicated system to have a roof integrated PV. So not in this case, partially because we do the framing already at our factory. So it's a pre-mounted solution that allows easy installation, and all the elements what you see here or will see in future are included in the system. So we can assemble it, collect it on our side, and deliver to the project ready-made package that you can use for the installation. Of course, there are more complicated cases when you do not cover your roof completely, but when you have to go, there are some areas around the panels that are not covered with the solar, and not possible because of the panel dimensions. Yeah, we have only one panel size. Then you have to cover them with the tiles or metal sheet roof, and there are special attachments, or they are called flashings, to fix the connection between the panel and the roofing and existing roofing material. Yeah, so basic principles of the system are that, yeah, it can replace fully the roofing material, or it can be integrated partially into the roof. So it's really long lasting because we don't have any spare parts, any plastic, any silicone, or any other attachments. So as you see from the pictures, we just use regular roof, wooden buttons, and we put panels directly on the wooden buttons. So it's a certified roofing. So this system is certified as a roofing material, which is very important. We will speak about it later a bit more. 30 years warranty for the panels and 10 years warranty for all the metal parts, for actually the powder coating, that the color will not change. and we have this warranty from our Swiss partner. Yeah, it's a very high quality powder coating on the frames and the other elements. So documented and described in details mounting process, which is very important. So we have described all the aspects about rain protection, about high snow loads, different cases when you need to build snow stoppers or any other points. So it's pretty detailed, 120-page mounting manual where you can find, or installer can find, the point what they exactly need. Yeah, so it looks good. Actually, it looks good like a regular glass. Yeah, you can see on the pictures on the top, in the middle, and self-cleaning effect, we call it, because at the bottom there is no frame. So the bottom frame is actually placed at the back of the panel. So the bottom edge of the panel is completely free and can go directly to the gutter. So you know, on the roof, especially when you live in the green area, yeah, there will be a lot of soiling because of the trees and flowers and all the bushes. A lot of soiling on the panels in the areas near the frame. So in this case, in this system, it will not be that big issue because the snow and the rain will wash out the panels easier. The main requirement for the system is to have the roof from 12 to 70 degrees. Of course, you need to have a membrane that to deal with condensate under the roof. But the main thing in general for the integrated system, I would say, is the certification. Because when you do your study, if you haven't seen or haven't heard about integrated systems before, you will see a lot of systems on the market, a lot of integrated solutions on the market. They all good, or they all say they are. Definitely is. There is a room for different types of solution, but as long as we are doing the integration, so it's not a solar panel anymore alone, but it's a roofing material. And for that, we need to have a different certification, because PV panels certification or testing process has nothing in common or very little in common with the construction industry. So these are two parallel things, or two parallel universes that we operate with. So in our case, we did a home job, and the system, what we offer and what we are showing today, is fully certified as a construction material. And here you see the list of basic certification, what we've done. So from the design, approval, corrosion, resistance to ammonia, salt mist. So we have also rain impact resistance, so it's rainproof. Yeah, with the certain parameters what we are given, and it's fire resistance. So actually the Proof T testing is third from the bottom, what you see here. It's a certification for the construction materials. So we tested system same way as the ceramic tiles are tested, and it's approved. So it's tested as a hard roofing material and can be used like that. And you have the same fire safety properties, which is very important. And we know that for the integrated system, it might be critical. Yeah, because the system is, you don't see cabling, you are not able to inspect it to see what is happening, are there any defects or overheating or any other issues. So yeah, you need to build it right from the start in order not to have problem in the future. So, and in general, yeah, we were at SoliTek, we were creating the panel from the start that suits the building more. That's why it has 30 years warranty for 10 years. As you see, we are on the market for 11 years now. Yeah. Delivering our panels in Sweden. So our partner, SoliTek System, can mention how many cases, warranty cases we do have. So maybe, yeah, we can count them on on the one hand fingers what we have during over the years. So it's really, we see that it really works, that our solution and the panel recycle is really reliable. But here I want to show you how the fire testing is done. These are the actual panels of SoliTek, tested in Germany, in the laboratory in Stuttgart. This is how it's done with all the regular materials, and main parameter is that for 10 minutes of the burning, this burning object, there should be no penetration through the system between at the panel connection point. So no burning particles should go under the roof. So and you see, it's tested and proven as a hard roofing material. So here is a short extract depending on what roof pitch you have, what type of substructure you should use. But basically, these are not requirements for the panels, but requirements for the roof. So I would say if you use regular tiles or regular metal sheet roof, you build a membrane or the layer, what we have under the roofing material, same way as you normally do it. To deal with the condensate and with some possible water leakages. So system is tested for the rainproofness in Germany, and certificate is issued considering all the requirements by German and Swiss roofing societies. Why Germany and why Switzerland? Because they have the most strict rules for the construction in general, and for the roofs in particular as well. So normally when we come to some project, what our client want to discuss, they come up with a list of certification or approvals, what they need. And if you're not able to deliver that, there is no further discussion. It's just a no-go. No one is, it's not, in Germany or people are really strict about that because of the third-party civil engineer approval for all the projects. You need to go through. You will not be able to commission the project if you are not meeting the particular requirements, and they are different in different counties in Germany. So more or less the same in Switzerland, but of course in Sweden and in Scandinavia we are more loyal against the rules, but you see they are also developing. Same we see with the connectors with the solar panels. Before it was not mandatory, now you have to use same producer, now you have to use original MC4 connectors, and inspection will never approve you if you do some different way. So I think with the time it will come with the integrated systems as well. It's just a matter of couple of cases, bad cases to see on the market. Mechanical load test. So the system is not the panel, not only the panel, but also system is tested for 12,000 Pascal. Test load, it means that design load can be 8,000 Pascal, so about 8-9 meters of snow we can hold. So particularly there is no limitation in which area of Sweden we can install it. Also the panels, what we are using in the system are hail resistant, up to 40 millimeter hail resistant, and it's certified and certificate is issued. So our basic principle is not to do any in-house testing or approval or saying that we think it's good, we think it's safe. No, like in the SoliTek case. So our approach is to have, if we are claiming something, we have a third-party international proper certification that is covering that point, and we think that's the right way to do it, because we have a lot of this, buzz or misunderstanding in the industry nowadays, because other players or many players are using some assumptions without proving it. Can be possible, but for the integrated system we think it's much more critical. So when you have chosen to go with the integrated, think it's good, let's give a try. looks good, and we should consider that solar installation is just one part in this case, or might be the smaller part, and we have to install different parties like carpenter who should build and check the roof. Will it hold the loads panel, how it looks like, if it's renovation, to put additional buttons to keep the distance for fixing the panels. Then it's a roofer who should come later on and fix all the parts that are not covered with the panels. And of course, it's a tinsmith who is covering then the edges, windows, chimneys. So all these people or all these involved parts should be at the discussion, so that you make right planning, budgeting, and have the best approach and the result for the customer. On our side, how we can help is there is automated planning tool which available online, so you can use it as an installer on your side, or we can help at the starting point. In Sweden, you can choose, or in any other location in Europe. We need 3 parameters to make a design of a panel. It's a project address, that's one. Second one are the roof dimensions, and the third is a roof pitch. Knowing all these 3 parameters, we put them in the system. Then the terrain category is automatically selected with corresponding wind and snow loads. And the system, what we see on the left, is calculated according to all these parameters, giving exact dimensions, number of buttons, dimensions between the buttons, number of hooks, what we should put in the system, and type of hooks as well. So detailed drawings, it's a 13-page, about 13-page report, what you can share with the roofer, to check, and with the customer to check the dimensions, check all the parameters of the roof. There is also 2D or simple 3D model available to see the placement or how the system will look like on the actual roof, and proceed further, confirm with all the involved parts. Also, we do consultation on our side, helping to prepare installer before the installation, making sure that you have all the spare parts, all the tools available, so you don't have to run for some extra hooks or extra panels. During the installation, that you have everything in place, so we can help with that, and also we can come on site and help with the first project that you do. So of course, the client together with the roofer should prepare the roof completely. So this is how the ready roof looks like. So on the bottom corner or on the right corner, we see the part that will be covered with tiles, and on the left, the bigger section is already prepared for the roof, for the solar integrated roof, with the buttons put at the needed distance. So here we will see the actual installation process, maybe just to better understand it. So you're welcome also to follow our schedule of actual trainings, field trainings, where we show the installation. It's worth it. So we will do it over the summer and autumn in Sweden. So you're welcome to apply, to reach out to Michael and the team, and apply for the regional training if you want, or book your own training if you need. So here we see regular process of the roof installation. We put bitumen self-adhesive tape. Then there is a profile to support bottom row of hooks, special orange measuring tool. And these are the hooks, what you will use. These are the basic elements, what are used to fix the panel on the roof. So you don't have to measure anything, just to mark correctly the right side where you want to start. And then with this ruler, with the guide, you put row of the hooks on the roof. Here you see the right side, the rope, what roofers are normally using. And then you follow in the straight line, you put the hooks, and then you drop down the panels. You see it pretty quickly. No fixation is needed. So panel is lying inside the hooks. Then we go with the next row of the hooks and put another row of the panel. Here you see some finishing elements of the roof on the what we put on the side. And continue with the installation. This is the top part, how we cover it. So these are standard elements that are made from thin metal, but it's possible to order from a local tinsmith if you want to make these flashings on site or individually suitable for you. Both options are available, and you are free to choose. So you don't have to use standard elements from SoliTek. But if you do, all these parts, what you see here, nails, fixations, they will be all delivered to the project together with the panels. Yeah, so this is how the roof looks like here. Yeah, we stop it for a while. Yeah. So nice design, and we mostly recommend, if you want to start with square design. Do not include obstacles like windows and chimneys to make your experience or your practice, your tryout more efficient, and then you can move on with the more complicated projects. For example, like this one here at the bottom, there are integrated snow stoppers. So this we don't deliver, but the snow stoppers, but we deliver the dummy panels, the small ones on the bottom. So it's alucobond panel, consists from plastic aluminium that is used for the facades. It's framed same way as a normal panel, but the difference is that we deliver it full size, and you can cut it on site according to dimensions that are needed. And we have instructions how to deal with that, how to do the cutting, what forms are available, and what is possible and what is not to do with the dummies. This type of design is also possible to shift the rows. You don't have to put one panel exactly on top of the other one. And here on the side, you see there are flashings, and from the ground, it looks like a nice, sleek design. Another example from Switzerland with tailor-made flashings by the customer. You see this anodized, or they look white. Of course, the flashings around the system, so they have not been using the standard flashing elements, but the white ones, which is also really possible, and I think looks good. Some other examples, so you can build a shed with the Solrif, you can build normal roof, or it can even be the carport with the semi-transparent panels. So both options we deliver, full black and semi-transparent, so you can use it in both ways. What is special about SoliTek in general, not only about the integrated system, that we have a Cradle-to-Cradle certificate for all our products, or for all the environment we operate with. And Cradle-to-Cradle is a part of circular economy idea. So it consists of 5 major points, what are described here. Briefly, I can mention that material health. So we openly share material composition with the certification body, and reduce number of dangerous materials that are used in the panels. Material reutilization means that 98.8% of the panel can be actually recycled, and we have a recycling contract with a factory in Germany. So it's not only in theory, but it's done is done in real way. So next point about carbon management and energy. So we have really proven with the invoices and contracts that we are using only renewable energy, even when we are buying it from the grid. And the social fairness aspects is about taxes, salaries, labor conditions, forced labor issues, how we address it. So all these policies and risk assessment we have on our side, and it's approved by independent respected institute of Cradle to Cradle. And the SoliTek has the highest score among all the producers worldwide, and of course in Europe. So these are some of the figures about the CO2 emissions. What we have, public available figures from us and from our competitors, so you can look at. So all the respectful companies share their sustainability reports. So our CO2 emission at the production, so during production of the panels, not including the materials, so it's about 400 times lower than the market average, which makes I would say significant difference. So I suggest to look at that, because many companies say that we are green, we have solar panels on the roof, but how it's connected to reality or to their operations, it's not clear. Actually, it might be not connected at all. So that's why we do the detailed analysis and share the actual figures. Particularly in Sweden, you have two construction material databases. One of them is SundaHus. We are listed there, and we are the only panel manufacturer with A level of compliance. So again, we shared all the material composition, and panel material toxicity was assessed by a third party, so we are on a good level with that. And the second one, Byggvarubedömningen, it's a second database, so we are with the yellow mark accepted. We have no materials that should be avoided during the construction. So when you go to, especially to the public sector, it's a must. When it's a hospital, school, police department, they will request to use materials in the construction that meet certain standards. And so these two databases in Sweden, they are like following or registering the construction material meeting certain industry standards. So we are there, welcome to use it. And we think it's a good argument, thanks to SoliTek, being open and transparent, and it's our main idea how to do it. Also, not to forget, with the Cradle to Cradle certification, especially the gold level, the project developer or project owner can get additional points in terms of LEED and BREEAM certification of sustainability, so which is also commonly used standard in Scandinavia for the construction industry. So welcome to look at that, check it. If you need some more information or additional description from our side, our sustainability department is always happy to help. As a good example, also in Netherlands, one of the banks is giving better interest rate for the developers who are using Cradle to Cradle Gold certified modules, so they get better loan percentage or loan discounts. Basically, this is it from my side. So I encourage you to look deeper and apply for the physical training to see it yourself. Permanent stand will be available at the Solid Group System head office in Tomelilla, but as I mentioned already earlier, we will plan more trainings in the field where you can come, apply, try yourself together with your salespeople and installers, ask questions, and otherwise we are available online together with Michael and the team to help you out here. So please welcome to share your questions.
I have a question, Andres.
Mm-hmm.
A customer is wondering what is the smallest angle in degrees for the Solrif installation? What is your recommendation?
Yeah, so smallest angle is 12. Actually, it's tested for 10 degrees. So we recommend to start with 12 or maybe 15, just to be always a little bit on the safe side. But for the applications, such applications as a carports, so sometimes you have smaller degree, like 5, 7, or 3 degrees, which is also okay. But under the heavy rain and wind, horizontal wind, there can be some, leakages between the panels. So we can openly share it, or you can openly share it with the customers. Some people are okay with that and, ready to take this risk. Or if it's an open air carport just with the roof, maybe some water leakages will not be a problem. But for the regular roof, of course, it's mandatory to start with 12 degrees at least.
All right, thank you. And I guess it's the same for the solid frameless solar panels too.
About the 12 degrees, we are speaking about the integrated system.
Yes, exactly. But if I talk now about the solid, like example, the Egro 245 watt solar panel. Is there the same angle?
So for the panels itself, so we don't have a specified installation angle. So the only thing to consider is that they can hold up to 10,000 Pascal mechanical load. So if it's an area with a low snow loads, you can place it, flat zero.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know, will it be possible to do it in real life to make a flat zero? I think anyway you will have a couple of degrees angle so that water is going off, more easier. Yeah. But basically, then you have to look for the regular panels. Then you have to look for the snow load.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thanks. Good question. Yeah.
And then we have another question, if it's possible to get the recording afterwards. We always post both the presentation and the recording on our webpage. So on the first page there, if you go at the top, you will see that there is called Solel Academy at the very top, and then you go to genomförda utbildningar, and there you will see all the ones that we've been holding so far. You can find the right one there, and so both presentation and the full recording of this webinar will be there. Any other questions? If you do come up with questions after the webinar, you're more than welcome to contact any of us at SoliTek, and we will, if we don't know the answer directly, we'll of course ask Andres and get back to you with the answer. So if you are a larger company, you have your key account managers to ask. Regular customers have their regular salespeople that are located in Tomelilla that you can ask. But of course, feel free to ask me, Oliver, Carolina, at any time.
Yes.
Okay, if there are no more questions today, then we say great thanks to Andres for giving us this presentation on this most interesting topic. And we do see that there's a lot more talk about roof integration nowadays, especially since there is new EU regulation coming in 2027 that if you're doing a major renovation or a new build, you have to include renewable energy for in the energy mix for that building. There's no ifs or buts, and that will increase the market for building integrated solar, no doubt. But we see the interest has been creeping up over the last year or so a lot more talk about it, and especially since the gap cost-wise is not that big, and we are pretty sure that the models will go up in price, the ones from China, then the gap will be even less than what it is today. And just so, I mean, this is my choice. I'm going to change my roof this year at my home in Sweden, and I don't even consider anything else. This is by far the most good-looking solar array that you can put on your own private home. Sure, a couple of kroner more, but also a great panel with great warranty, and the looks unbeatable. Okay, with that, thanks for participating, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.